We live?
Um,
We're live. We're back, episode 25 of the greatest podcast in the world. We got the
That's right.
Curran, Kaden, sports, college football fiasco, sports show. Everything. I mean, I don't even know how to sum this thing up, but it's a great podcast. Much better than any other podcast. I'd say it's the finest podcast in the world. Better than the likes of what's the radio or the music podcast y'all have? Huh? Final Verdict. A
hasn't
lot
even
better than
dropped
that.
yet.
Now there's a great lingo to Final Verdict. You got two V's. I love a good name that has both of the first letters are the same. Let me think off the top of my head. We got Jerry Judy. We've got not Ray Lewis. We've got Cam Coleman.
Paul George.
What? What? That's two first names.
Oh wait,
Two first names, though, is also great. Jake
Hold on,
Paul,
I wasn't paying
Logan
attention. I thought
Paul.
you were talking about something else.
But two first names. You got Jake Paul, Logan Paul. Kim Jong-un has three.
Chris Paul.
Kim Jong-un has three, though. What do you think about that, Curran?
I mean,
Yeah.
that's something else for like
Jimmy Johns.
Ooh, Jimmy Johns.
Great stuff out of it. I mean, just great stuff. Let's forge on, though. Let's talk about Alabama or Auburn. Excuse me, the better team in Alabama.
Ooh,
They unfortunately did fall to the Florida Gators.
and I called it.
We had prompts, so we got to cover 3 games. We can't film this every day. I wish we could, but Curran's got a lot of women in his life, so we can't get the show going every single day. But I was sitting there before prom, and I saw this game, and it left me with a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth. Considering I'm not an Auburn fan, but I like Auburn basketball. They're fun to watch.
I mean, they sold.
They did sell.
Up the whole game, end up losing.
And then, what do you think about this game? Curran, what'd you think?
I watched the first half. I knew Florida was gonna win, but after seeing that first half, I was at B-Dubs and I was like, yeah, maybe I was wrong about this game. Then at halftime, I go watch the Minecraft movie or whatnot. Good movie, by the way. We're in Walmart after, and I hear Florida wins. I was like, okay, well,
And
it's good for me.
You're not going to tell the people, but you did wear a tuxedo to go watch the movie?
I might have.
You told everybody you were renting it for prom, but you wore one to go watch the movie, I heard.
Exactly.
GL Chicken Jockey.
Oh, yeah.
You did?
Yeah, who didn't?
Was there like a bunch of people in the theater?
Yes. Packed out.
Great cinema, I bet. What cinema did you watch it at?
Amstar, Alabaster.
B-Dubs before, huh?
Mm-hmm. Classic.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We need a little bit more fan insight. J-Life, step over here and say some words about this game.
Yeah.
Switch the camera. Say a few words. What did you think about this game?
I think Auburn, they got too big of a head of themselves, and they got the number 1 seed. They fell short. And,
It's true.
I thought they would honestly make it to the championship, but we fell short at Final Four. So it is what it is. Hopefully they bounce back next season. They got a couple good recruits coming in. Tahad, he entered for the NBA draft.
Did he really? I thought he was staying.
Yeah, he did. He might stay, I don't know, but Janai Broom, he's gone. I think we got one more senior that's leaving, but hopefully they got make it somewhere next year further.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I thought it was a heck of a game from Florida. Those white boys can play basketball now, I'll tell you. Reminds me something of me and Curran back in the day at Upward. But yeah, they could play. Auburn just fell short. But that upset, to me, doesn't even come close
To the other one.
to Houston beating Duke.
Yeah.
Nobody saw this coming.
I didn't even think Duke was gonna make the Final Four. I had them losing in the Sweet 16, I guess.
Yeah, but you don't like Duke though. We know that.
No,
You also really don't like Houston. It says here Curran does not like Cougars.
no.
Elaborate.
Not really a big fan of Houston.
But Cougars?
Eh.
All right. Well, Houston pulls off a credible upset, but it did, however, leave us with, I think, the most boring national championship
In a while.
in a minute. The game itself wasn't. I'm just saying the two matchups.
Yeah, I would rather go back to UConn and San Diego State.
UConn won women's. UConn won the women's, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Because you watch women's basketball, huh?
Hmm.
You hear that, ladies? He's all for you. Yeah, I mean, Florida, or no, that's next. But yeah, Houston beats Duke. Nobody expected it to happen. Cooper Flag, man. Cooper Flag.
I mean, it's still all good for him. He's going to go number 1 in the draft. I mean, he might end up on the Wizards. That might make it worse, but,
I heard people already comparing him to Jaden Smith.
Jaden Smith.
So,
Like
yeah.
political and social economic changes of the world right now?
I don't know. They're just comparing them. You're asking the wrong guy,
You're the one that brought it up.
So, you're always trying to put the blame on me, dude. Let's talk about the Natty Championship, though.
Yep.
Curran hates Cougars. The Cougars did lose.
Yeah, I had Florida win the whole thing anyway, so.
Did you really?
Yeah, my actual one, I had Florida going all the way, so.
What'd your bracket finish at, Jet? Because you were at like 93%.
Oh, really?
It
It-
was like 76%.
Yeah. I didn't see a lot of perfect. I mean, probably a lot of good brackets got ruined by, especially Duke, beating or losing to
Yeah.
Houston. It sucks, man. It sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But Florida, they got the dub. Great for Florida fans. Not great people, though, Florida fans.
No, I saw that. You see that dude jumping on the street light and he fell off?
No.
Dude, he was like surfing, like jumping on top of a traffic light, and it was like going up and down, and one of the lights fell off and he fell with it.
Throw me a sound effect on that, J-Live. Preferably a womp womp.
Bomboca!
Gotta watch out for them poles, boy.
Mm-hmm.
You think there's Vaseline up there or something?
Nah, I don't think it was Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah. Philadelphia was in a lose-lose situation.
Yeah.
Heard it was like Armageddon over there. Any hoot, let's forge on. We got Masters Week, baby. I'm going to pull up the leaderboard real quick. But my guy Justin Rose was in first place. Last time I checked, Jay Rosie. I want to see Justin Rose play well. Scotty Scheffler also played very well yesterday. A lot of guys tied at 4 under after yesterday. I'm going to pull up the leaderboard right now. I think Scotty Scheffler got to 5. I know Bryson DeChambeau was at 5 last time I checked. I haven't been checking, though, because Bryson's at 7 under par. Bryson DeChambeau. Rory McIlroy today is at 5 under after finishing it even yesterday. Scotty Scheffler only 1 under today, but he is through 2 holes. I'm tripping. Bryson, man. Bryson's making a surge at it. Shout out Coach Strickland. He's there. Dude Perfect is there
Oh, really?
at the Masters. Oh, yeah.
Why wouldn't they be?
You know one of those Santa trackers that track Santa?
Yeah.
I have one of those on Tyler Tony. And the purple hoser, baby. Pounding noggin, see ya.
Oh, okay.
But got Josh over here nodding his head. Josh, you look like a purple hoser guy.
Nah, he's definitely a tall guy.
A tall guy?
Yeah.
You are a tall man, you know.
Nah, he's definitely a Cody guy.
Pretty lengthy, huh? Well, you know, Masters Week, one of the greatest weeks of the year. I call that America's pastime, not, you know, Tavon Austin highlights or whatever the kids think is. But yeah, Masters Week. I'm in unfortunately dead last place in our fantasy golf league because I had Nick Dunlap. There's like 5 categories. First timers, I picked Nick Dunlap. He is in dead last of the golf tournament, and it's by a lot. Nick Dunlap shot 90 yesterday. Well, he is in dead last, and it has ruined my chances of winning. So, yeah, thanks, Nick. Nick Dunlap is in our fantasy golf league as well, so he's playing in the golf league this week, and he's playing in the golf tournament. Pretty cool, you know?
I mean, that's kind of a lose-lose for you.
Yeah, well. Well, you know, Sky Scheffler's hitting the driver very well. Speaking of drivers, DeChambeau hits the driver very well. A guy that isn't driving very well but has his... no, I probably shouldn't say that on there. Yeah, that's not a good idea. I'll tell Curran off air. Anywho, let me put this baby back up. Curran, what do you think about? Have you been watching any of the Masters or anything like that?
Nah, I'm not really a golf guy, but, you know, I see it on the TV sometimes. So,
At Applebee's?
nah, not at Applebee's. Usually my dad turns it on, and so.
Your dad
Josh, I
turns
don't
it-
know what you're talking about, bro. You always turn on SpongeBob.
And what does Master Bradley, your dad, think about?
I don't know. I don't really talk
What,
about.
does he play golf?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. He'll go-
Casual?
Yeah.
Just a casual. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. What's your dad like to do? Let me guess. Bingo.
Nah,
Am I close? Hot or warm? Warm or cold?
cold. I don't ever think I've seen him.
Pick
play
up
bingo.
basketball.
Nah.
Give me a ballpark. Give me a... What time of the year is this normally played at?
Like right now.
Fishing.
Nah, I haven't seen him do that in a while.
Well, you know, since COVID, the fish all have masks on now, and they can't figure out how to get them off, so it's hard to fish now. I went to Lake Purdy yesterday, ended up with a flat tire, so... And that's not a joke. That actually happened. Yeah, my tire is flat as crap.
Oh.
Yeah. Never
thought-
go to Lake Purdy, bro.
I thought
Nothing good
I thought
ever.
you fished one. Like you caught a flat tire. I thought you caught a flat tire.
Oh no, no. I went to Lake Purdy. Nothing good ever happens at Lake Purdy.
All right, I will take that into account.
But yeah, you know, caught a flat tire. Anyway, but yeah, these fish have masks on. It's getting out of hand. I sent it over to Governor Kay Ivey, but she doesn't seem too interested in it.
Nah.
She might be at the bingo hall as well. Anywho,
Yeah.
but yeah, your dad, man,
I mean, kind of already talked about it.
does he work in American Village and reenacts, you know, history?
Nah, he's not a Frank Heffley type of guy.
All right, lay it on me.
He's just like does golf a lot, like just
He plays golf a lot?
like casually.
You just said he doesn't play golf that much.
Yeah, it's like casually.
Let's forge on, man. We got call-ins. We got Curran's call-ins.
Uh-oh.
Throw me that call-in, J Life.
Who was it this time?
Turn the audio up on the computer. Same guy. He is on Curran's case.
Oh, that's never good.
Hey man, this is Romeo. It's Friday, so you know I love to call
No,
on Fridays. I just wanted to call
No,
today
turn it
and
off,
say,
Jet. That's last week's. It's at the bottom right. Very bottom right. You see that little thing at the bottom? The very bottom next to the trash can. No, yeah, pull that up. Now play that.
Anyways, Steph Curry's
Excuse
cooking the
me.
league. How do we feel about Steph Curry and the Warriors in the playoffs right now? All right.
Hold up. That's the next segment. We got to talk about these call-ins, boy.
Oh, true.
Curran, man, I got my wife of 12 years a poster of you, and she done left me. I mean, come on, man. This cannot keep happening. Mm.
Curran, his
Uh,
wife left him because of a poster of you?
I mean, sometimes,
Elaborate, man.
some-
We need an explanation here.
sometimes that happens, man.
Man, I mean, you can't.
It happens.
You gotta start, being a team player, man.
I do, but wasn't my decision. You know,
But your NIL deal here, your name, image, and likeness is just through
Yeah.
the roof, apparently.
yeah, I know.
How do you get
I try not to be a Nico Harrison.
Huh?
how do you get the poster meet and greet?
Yeah. How did he? Current answer that. How did he get this poster? Were you
Poster.
selling them again at PetSmart?
It might be on Amazon actually. I haven't done a live selling in a little bit.
Oh.
Maybe got off Amazon.
Are you a Boy Scout?
I am not a Boy Scout.
You just come across as a Boy Scout a little bit,
Mm,
or a Boykin Spaniel, whatever those are.
what?
Let's move on. We got the NBA playoffs, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna leave that call in to just sit with Curran a little bit. Curran, just rethink a little bit. Just put some time into it. Maybe read a book,
Yeah, we'll be back.
read a
next week.
chapter or two.
Chapter.
But we got the NFL playoff. I mean NBA playoffs. Curran, tell us a little bit about these NBA playoffs.
We got like a week and a half left of games right now, and I'm excited because the Eastern Conference is
Boring.
boring but completely different from last year, so that's kind of interesting. But the Western Conference is where it's at. You have the Lakers and the Warriors, who both started the season off bad this year. Made some great trades at the trade deadline. Lakers a 3 seed, I think, and the Warriors are a 6 seed at this moment.
I'm
And-
sorry, but I think we got to talk about this. These torpedo bats in the MLB.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
Throw me that Aaron the Plumber sound, Jet.
The one. Who's Aaron the plumber?
You know Aaron the Plumber? It was at the top, bro. It's that Gunna song. Let me know.
Yo.
Oh my gosh.
Why is that so loud?
Holy cow.
Sorry to anybody that's watching that.
But yeah, the Yankees are looking for all the smoke with these new bats. That's why I brought it up.
I mean,
These torpedo bats, do you think they will be outlawed?
nah.
And why don't you think there's a torpedo, basketball?
I don't think that's. I mean, if we're talking about a torpedo ball, I think that would just be a football at that point. I feel like a football is a torpedo-shaped ball.
But do you think basketball would be more entertaining if it was just football?
No, because they wouldn't be able to dribble it.
No, but if basketball was, instead of just playing basketball on the TV, it was just football instead. Do you think that'd be more entertaining?
I don't know. Are you
It's
talking like?
not a trick question.
Are you
dude.
saying like actual football or like they play football on the court?
It's whatever you want it to be, man.
Oh, okay. I like the game of basketball, but like, sometimes they incorporate football into it, and it's pretty good.
Why do you think there's no ring girls for basketball?
I don't know. Maybe they're taken up by the cheerleaders they have there. I don't know. I don't know.
Wow. And are they giving away free posters at the Stallions game of Curran?
Maybe.
You talked to your agent yet?
Yeah, I haven't signed the official deal, but I might sign it.
Well, tune in next week. We got special guest Ryan Williams, star Alabama wide receiver, coming in on the show.
I also cover
He will be here.
College Football 26.
Is he really?
Uh-huh.
It's not.
It's him.
Brent Thorson, punter at the University of Georgia.
No, Jeremiah Smith and Arch Manning.
Arch Manning?
Yeah.
I understand Jeremiah Smith because he's so luscious, handsome,
And
tall.
he dominated.
But Arch Manning's
Arch
a little
Manning.
uncalled for because Georgia went 2-0 against him. Just saying. That wraps up the show. We got to go.
Absolutely.
This is the Pro.